This is definitely what I didn't want to wake up to in the morning, but oh well, gotta be dealt with. Alright, we just dodged a bullet with California's violent video games bill. We dodged that bullet, thankfully, but now we have another one looming on the horizon. It is called Bill S 978. Now, this bill is supposed to make it a felony, i.e., the punishment would be several $1,000 fine as well as 5 years in prison, for streaming, uploading or streaming of TV shows such as Family Guy, House, etc., or movies such as The Lord of the Rings, any of the Star Trek movies, and so on. Unfortunately, this bill is worded so frickin' broadly that it also not only hits people who upload videos of them and their friends karaokeing Lady Gaga for some ungodly reason. It also affects, unfortunately, video games, in the extent that it would make it a felony for anyone to upload 10 or more videos of video games. Basically, it's a 10 strikes bill. If you have 10 strikes of uploading copyrighted works, you're sent to prison. And unfortunately, because, like I said, it's worded so broadly, this also affects video games. So, unfortunately, it would make it a felony for us to do what we love. Us LPers and walkthroughs and reviewers. It would make it a felony to do that. So basically, video games as we know it on the internet, in terms of videos and screenshots, whatnot, would cease to exist. So that would mean not just, YouTubers, little guys like me, Magma WK, Chaz Dragoon, Pookies7, and YouTube partners like AVGN, HC Bailey, Irate Gamer, Chugga Conroy, and Nintendo Capri Sun, they would be affected as well. They would have to stop. This would also affect businesses, like Game81.com is a business. It's a small internet business, but still it's a business. It would affect Machinima. They're a business. It would affect a lot of people. Because it would make it illegal to upload footage of video games on the internet. Now, someone could argue that just by uploading the videos, that's a transformative work, because when you're uploading video or footage of yourself playing a video game, it's a transformative work because you're interacting with the video game. You're actually changing how the video game plays. Therefore, you're uploading a transformative work. When you do a commentary or a walkthrough of the video game, you're changing the video game. You're interacting with it, making it transformative work. If you're reviewing it, you're making it transformative work. But because this bill is worded so broadly, it doesn't matter, and we all know how Congress doesn't care. And we also know how YouTube takes a knee-jerk reaction to legal stuff, so they would automatically pull every single video game video on the internet without even asking. Boom, gone. Which would hurt the video game industry, because what's the first thing you do when you what's the first and second thing you do when you want to find out about a game that looks interesting to you? You look up footage of it on the internet. How are you going to do that if it's a felony? You wouldn't be able to find any. You would be screwed. Let's say you get stuck in a video game. You can't look up a video walkthrough for it because it's illegal. You'd have to look up a text walkthrough, and sometimes text walkthroughs are hard to understand, so you wouldn't be able to, understand where you need to go, because you want to be able to actually see it instead of just trying to read it and trying to visualize it. That's why this video needs to be, this bill needs to be stopped. Now, what I'm showing you right now is a screenshot of the Demand Progress site. On it has a form where you fill out your personal information. Yes, I know, but do it anyway. It's for the sake of video games. You fill out the form, and then right underneath it is a just a generic letter about how this bill needs to be stopped or changed. You can change that. You can change it entirely or just add something to it. Fill that out. Decide, add if you'd like. No trolling, please. We want some, because I know even trolls want this bill to be stopped because it affects video games. Because if this bill passes, what's next? But fill that out and then click the little button underneath, and it will send it to people in Congress who will hopefully read this, take it seriously, give it to a congressman, and say, hey, this bill needs to be stopped or changed. Now, we all know, I'm not trying to be an alarmist. I'm not trying to scream, oh my God, the sky is falling. No. I'm trying to say we need to nip this in the bud now. Because we all know how our Congress works, It would be 6 months a year before the bill even gets into Congress. It would take 6 months a year before this bill even gets into Congress. And even then, usually when they get in there, they add tons of pork to it. Like I'm going to add this little thing that makes it illegal to spit gum in my state, because I don't like people spitting gum. They could add that, and by the time it gets to the president, there'd be like 10 pages of pork on it, and the president would veto it based on the pork alone. But, just in case it does get through, we need to nip it in the bud now and fix it, so that way when it does get through, it only affects those who are trying to upload the TVs and the movies. Because that's fine. Make it legal to stop them uploading TVs and movies, because you're screwing over people who work hard to make something for you to enjoy. But at the same time, don't screw over video games, because if you screw over people making videos, how are people going to find out if they like a game? They can't watch it. I've made several video game purchases based on videos I have seen of video games, of either people doing an LP of it, or a walkthrough, or a review of it. I bought The Calling because I saw some videos on YouTube about it, and I went, even though video game reviewers gave it a low score, I still bought it, and I enjoyed it. And people aren't going to be able to do that anymore if this law gets to pass. So, what you need to do is watch. I'll have a video in my description, as well as you need to watch a video. But I also have some other sites linked that you need to read, and then on the bottom will be the form. Fill that out, send it in, and let's hopefully fix this so we can keep the rights of gamers everywhere intact. Because if this hits, this means not only is America screwed, this also could affect Let's Players in other countries. Like Germany or Russia, because they would actually try to go over and get them too, or at least constantly kill their accounts. We need to stop this. Until next video of whatever the hell I decide to play, again, I'm sorry for the ramblings. Big Fatty Plus. Sayonara. And hopefully we get this nipped in the bud, otherwise I'm not going to be able to do any more videos.